The game functions. It is a game. It is a kart racer that exists. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Two Buds One Podcast, episode 16. I am your host, the Techno Jelly. Here with me is my co-host, Alchem Games. And today, Alchem, first of all, that was probably the cleanest intro I've ever done. I just want to pat myself on the back. I did not say I was Alchem Games or I didn't mess up. I just want to say hurrah for me. It only took 16 episodes, but I actually have a lot of stuff, Alchem. So actually, I don't think we're going to get through all of it because I mean, we could have this episode last 6 hours, but my voice won't be able to handle that. So
how about you stretch it out for other episodes?
Yeah. Well, I'll stretch it out. So here's the question, Alchem. How badly do you want me to destroy your faith in humanity? Like from a scale of 1 to 10. 10 being the most.
Don't worry. Don't worry. My faith in humanity is already pretty low.
No, even more. So...
I mean, you can try me. Go for it.
Alright, so you want me to go full 10 then?
Yeah, go. Hit me. Hit me with
your
best shot.
So, you know crypto games, right?
Oh, God fucking...
You should have known that was the one that I had. So, anyway. So, I did... Yeah. So, I found more crypto games, right? And it's also because of Juan, the YouTuber guy. So he did a video, and then I watched that video, and I said, yeah, but like, should I play these? And so far my answer is still no, so I haven't played any of them. But I did look them up and did research on them. So, I just have to say, first of all, these... crypto games and NFT stuff, still very weird, but like, I just don't understand. I still don't understand where these people are getting, like why they're getting so much money. You know what I mean? Like, so the first game is, this game is called Fishverse, right? Take a guess what you're doing. It's called Fishverse.
Fishverse. No idea.
It's a fishing game. It's literally just a fish. It's like, you remember like the Sega Dreamcast, like bass fishing? Like those, like,
yeah.
Really, it's like, it's that. It's a third-person fishing game with boat racing. And the reason boat racing exists is because the boats are the NFTs. Like, those are the NFTs for the game. Which, by the way, the boat racing is only multiplayer, so you can't actually play it, because obviously this has 0 players. Like, it's also a multiplayer-only game, Alchem. This fishing game. So, like, you can barely find a match. You know, so, you know. And it's also... Okay. All right, sorry. There's so many things I want to say because it's so hilarious. So the first incredibly genius idea that this game has is that you don't make a username, right? You don't make a username. It just uses the first part of your email up until the @. So every single person in the game knows your email because it's your username, and it forces you to use that as your username. So everyone knows your email if you use your email. Like, everyone knows your email name now. First of all. So that's great. That's amazing. I'm really glad that all these people know your email.
My privacy is very secure.
It's very secure. Very secure. Because all they need to figure out is the @, which, like, if you're using Gmail or not, or, like, other things. Second of all, this game was made for mobile, and there is no PC UI. So there are buttons on the screen UI that's made for touchscreen, but they don't do anything. They're just there.
It just sounds like empty bells and whistles. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Okay.
The game also doesn't have AI for the fish. So you can see the fish in the river that you're fishing for. And when you throw your rod out, because this is a third-person fishing game, You just have to aim it in front of the fish, because wherever the fish are going, they'll never like, it's never actually a bait thing. Like you actually you just have to aim it in front of them, because they'll just run into it, and then you have to just pull them in, right? And did you know, Alchem, this game also is level gated. So you have to catch fish to level up your character so you can get to the new areas to catch the better fish. Then you can sell the fish, right? Which is an interesting idea until you realize that the first zone, I guess, is like, it's like a Call of Duty map size, right? It's like less than a Call of Duty map, right? So you're just, and there's no barriers stopping you from going anywhere other than the straight up, and like, it's just invisible walls. So you can see all the other places, but you just can't go there. And then you like catch these fish to sell to upgrade your guy so you can go there. And then you realize how long that would take unless you bought stuff. Because it would take you like tens of hours to level up to the next, to get to the point where, because it's not like you have to get to like level 10 or something, and unless you bought better stuff, it takes so long, right? And then, you know, so that's great, you know. But so you're like, okay, well, obviously, because this game obviously wants you, like, what are they spending all this money on, right? It's obviously not the graphics, because I'll just, you don't have to look it up. The graphics suck. And it's made on a phone, right? So, oddly,
I figure
there is a...
It's a crypto game, so yeah, they're not focused on graphics anyway.
Yeah, true. But all the menus in the game, Alchem, all the settings menus, don't...
Jelly, hold on.
Holding.
Can you repeat that last sentence, because everything kind of just
okay, so all the menus in the settings, right? They're all fake. You can change them, you can move the sliders around, you can change the settings, nothing happens. It's all fake. It's all just random, like they're not attached to anything. And I feel like Alchem is lagging really hard right now, because you're even lagging on my end.
I might be.
Are you okay, Alchem? Do I need to give you CPR?
Currently, I'm fine. I thought it was my PC, but no, it looks like it's
just a blip.
Should be fine.
Okay.
It was just a blip. We should be fine. Also, I'm just trying to make sure I don't have anything running anywhere in the background.
So yeah, so that, like, the menus are literally a lie. Like, clicking the menus does nothing. You can change your frame rate. Also, this is the only game that I've ever known to have frame rate as high. It's low, medium, high for the frame rate, which, by the way, changes nothing. Like, the game has, like, your whatever frame rate you're at. And there is high graphics and low graphics. They use different words, but it's high and low. The low graphics settings, Alchem, turns off all textures for the ground and buildings around you and trees. So it's just blank textures other than the water and your
just
model.
Blank texture, but the fish and the water. Okay.
Yeah.
They didn't even. I understand most of these, like, the crypto games, and like they try to go bare bones, like, to the very minimal, but god damn, when like just.
And now, Alchem, it is time for me to reveal the worst thing about this game.
It's not free to play.
It is free to play. Luckily, it is.
Oh, okay.
But where do you play this game? How do you play this game?
The App Store, the Apple Store, I guess.
No. It's on PC. It's on PC.
Oh god.
It's on PC and mobile, technically.
I'm guessing it's on Epic.
That's a very good guess, Alchem. This is on Steam. Because they got around the terms of service.
I think that, but I didn't want to assume.
Because Steam doesn't allow you to have NFT and crypto stuff in your game. Right? but only if it's in the
God.
game. What if it's not in the game, Alchem, and it just so happens to be outside of the game, and like when you log into the, and when you download the game, you just have to like, you know, make a crypto wallet or have an email attached with the crypto wallet. Like, it's just a coincidence. Don't worry about it. So yeah, so all the games I'm going to be talking about today, because
it's just a giant scam.
It's people on Steam. Okay, I'm not calling them developers. These scammers making things on Steam and getting around Steam's like ban of crypto and NFT games to make sure that they can't get banned, because they're not breaking TOS at all. Because the game, you cannot buy crypto and like NFTs or anything like that in the game. It's all off on their own website. So yeah. So I mean, I guess that's kind of good. So people who accidentally just run across this game and download it because they want to play a cool fishing game on mobile, at least they won't get harmed, I guess, because like all that stuff is off of it. But I mean, it still sucks because now Steam is starting to get infested with all these types of games as well, which really sucks because I mean, luckily this one had like 10 reviews. Like, I mean, nobody's playing this game.
So in the past, Steam was getting infested with these games. Yeah,
they were getting infested with them, and then Steam dropped down the hammer and said if you have NFT or crypto stuff in the game, you're not allowed to sell on Steam, and all of those places got banned. But now they just have all this stuff off of the actual game files itself, because the only thing Steam cares about is what's in the game. If you're advertising NFTs and crypto stuff, then you're not allowed to do it. But if there's on your website, you say, oh, by the way, there's crypto stuff attached to this. Like, they can't do it. Well, I mean, they could do anything about it, but then it gets really messy, you know? Because then you're kind of like, it gets really messy for Valve, which is it's understandable why they don't want to do anything when it comes to that. Because, you know, I mean, they are a pretty big company and all that stuff, but like, I think you need to choose your own. I think I agree with them. You got to choose your own battles here. Like, I don't think that's that big of a deal.
They can't get involved in all that stuff. No.
Yeah.
Because at that point, at what level do they have the right to pry into some stuff? I mean, look, if a game wants to advertise other stuff for their publication and their studio, they're free to do so. I mean, it's their game, and people choose to buy it. So there's that thin line that you have to be like, okay, where do we overstep our boundaries as Steam, the not developer, but like at least the marketplace. Yeah. Well, it's weird.
It is weird.
I think it's one of those, the market will regulate itself kind of situations where if this shit gets shoveled into everything and people get fed up with it, they will just fight back. Or, I mean, the previous situation with Sony, with the Helldiver situation, with all these other things where the market kind of retaliated with bad reviews, refunds, and all that stuff, I'm pretty sure that's the way that they'll do it.
Yep. I mean, luckily, at least for this game, no one's played it. And
that's true. See, in that situation, no one's played it, so good.
So, now from a game that no one's played to a game that actually is being played. And this game, I don't even know if I really want to, like, I guess I should. Here's the thing. All right, I'm just gonna I guess I should have said this at the beginning. No one play these games, please. Even for the curious, if you're gonna play these games, don't use your real email, because I can't imagine, because all the people that I know or that I've watched play these games all use like alternate email accounts and all that stuff, because they say they get spammed constantly by all of these guys because they're trying to get you to download stuff and like who knows all that type of stuff, you know. So like this stuff is borderline malware, so you gotta be just so everyone knows. Because Phantom Galaxies is the next game. And this is by... Sorry?
Never even heard of it.
Yes. Well, this game... Phantom Galaxies. This game has over 600 reviews on Steam. It was released in 2023. It's mostly negative. And... So this one is the reason there's so many people play it is because the pitch sounds cool. And basically it's totally not Gundams in space.
Absolutely not. Totally not.
It's mechs in space, basically. It's mechs in space, which is, by the way, a total lie. It's not mechs in space, but it's their tagline. It's like they're mechs in space, and you're fighting with mechs in space. It's not actually mechs in space, but we'll get to that. But yeah, so this is made by a company that's also made other games. And they've made a lot of stuff for the metaverse, which is why the game itself isn't awful, because the people who make this game, or at least the devs, they are not completely inept. You know, they understand coding to a certain degree. I think. I don't know if I want to give... I don't... Here's the problem. Okay, this is the problem with this game, is this game is blatantly... asset flip is maybe too harsh a term, but there's a lot of assets. There's a lot of... I think it's Unreal assets. There's a lot of Unreal Store assets in this game. And asset packs and stuff like that, not a bad thing. But I don't actually know if they've changed anything, you know? Because I don't know enough about these packs, and obviously I'm not going to buy these packs to figure out. And I don't even know what I'd be looking for anyway. But like this game looks okay. First of all, it's on the Unreal Engine. So like the game looks good. It looks decent, but that's because the Unreal Engine performs miracles. You don't need to be a good coder to have a good looking game in Unreal, you know? But
yeah, that's true.
But it looks like it's a lot of asset packs that are space themed put together. So that's why it kind of has like a coherent thing. So this game, so basically, yeah, okay, sorry, I finally found it. So it's like it literally is just like generic sci-fi space stuff, and it looks very asset packy, and they maybe put some logos and stuff like on them, like as like the in-game corporation stuff. But yeah, so
but
I told you that.
Clearly, it's good enough that people are actually buying it. That's the thing.
It is free to play, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, so yeah.
Yeah, so there's a very low barrier of entry, I'm pretty sure. Actually, just to make sure, let me search it up on Steam to make sure that it's Phantom... what did I say it was called? I can't even remember the name. Phantom Galaxies. I mean, even the name is so generic. Yeah, it's free. It's free.
Okay.
So yeah, so very low barrier of entry. So let me actually since I've searched it up, let me give you the blurb of this game, because I'm going to tell you I'll tell you exactly what's completely lies. So the blurb is Phantom Galaxies is an epic sci-fi adventure with thrilling mecha combat. Choose between 4 distinct starfighter classes and diverse weapons and gear. Once enemies, the intergalactic empires of humanity band together to battle lawless pirate factions amid war-torn space. The 4 distinct starfighter classes, they're not distinct. They're the same thing. The thrilling sci-fi adventure, I mean, it technically has a story. Let me put it that way, right? Let me put it that way, Alchem. It technically has a story. And
it seems coherent from what you described.
Well, I mean, it's also... I'm pretty sure the developers their first language is not English as well, so...
Yeah, I know.
But also, the thrilling mecha combat. Alchem, this is a starship. This is a 3D space shooter. Starship space shooter. There's no mechas.
So
you can technically transform your ship into a mecha, but it does nothing other than give you a melee attack in this 3D space shooter. But it does nothing else. It does nothing except for a visual change, I guess. but like you have to click the
Live
button to
to us.
change it. You start in the start. You start as a like the starfighter first.
Okay.
So
I'm
that's a
confused.
thing.
Hey.
The funniest thing in this game,
Yeah,
is that midway through the tutorial quests, the character you're talking to this captain guy, and he's giving you missions, and they're very generic, kill this, grab that type missions, right? Halfway through these missions, Alchem, the voice actor changes for this character, and nothing, like, it just changes. So I think whoever was voicing this character just stopped, and then they got someone else to do it. First of all, the fact that they even have voice actors is quite... I was expecting text-to-speech or something like that, or AI. But it really does sound like someone like actually voice act, and hopefully was paid, or wasn't getting paid and stopped providing for them. Probably, maybe. That's speculation. But yeah. So this game is also Alchem, as the good trifecta of blatantly false advertising. Oddly, I don't like the NFTs. I think are technically the ships and stuff, but like because it's Steam, everything is detached from it. So it's hard to actually know where the crypto stuff is, which is technically good because it's not technically in your way. All I know is that everything about the NFT and crypto stuff on this game crashed, just like all the other games. Like, it made zero money at all, right? But what I was getting to is the funniest thing, or another funny thing about this, is that there is a very well-known bug in the game where when you die in a mission, the mission doesn't update if you do it again. Because, Alchem, this is an MMO, so it's always online and in instances. So first of all, if it's not surprising to you, the game has horrible lag. Like, the servers you're playing on are incredibly poor.
Oh God. Okay.
So like there's tons of delay. Like everything is super desynced as well, and enemies are lagging all over the place. So if you die in an instance for a mission and you respawn, go into that instance again to finish the mission, or okay, wait, sorry, let me say that again. You die in an instance. You're trying to kill 10 ships, right? You say, damn, unlucky. You restart the mission. You go into a different instance to do the mission. And you complete that mission. You kill those 10 ships. Well, here's the problem, Alchem. That mission wasn't in that instance. It was in the other instance that you can no longer get to because it's an MMO. And you can't go back into that instance because you died. You now have to remake. So you can now never play that character ever again. You have to make a new character because the character is permanently soft locked. Because you can't re-enter your own. You can't re-enter the instance. So that character is now permanently soft locked. Now, let's just say, apparently in the Discord, some of those players that have spent money on this game are very angry about this bug. Because you also gotta remember,
fixing it at all, or?
No, this bug has been since launch, and it launched in 2023.
They don't give a shit. Okay, yeah.
I doubt the devs are. I doubt the devs that worked on this game are even still working on it. They probably gave whatever this company is. I bet they paid some devs to make a demo. The devs gave them the demo, and then they just said, "Okay, ship it." And then I doubt the devs are even the people who made the game are probably not even involved anymore.
One of those, and it's gone.
Yeah. So that was funny. That was funny. The next one is interesting. Okay. Because all right, sorry. I have to like stare at this name because I need to figure okay. It is called VDSC Battle Royale.
VDSC Battle Royale. What?
Yes. And I'm searching it up on Steam. It doesn't even exist on Steam anymore. Damn. Let me re-Google this. Oh, okay, I found it. Wait, no, this is not the game. Is this the game? Wait, did they change the name? Did they change the name since the last time? Nope. No, this is not. Wait. No, this is a different game. Okay. Here it is. No, they actually changed the name. Oh my gosh.
They knew you were onto them.
They've changed the name of the game. Yeah, this is the game, but it's a different name because it's VDSC Volt Island now on Steam. That's hilarious. They changed the name of the game. I wonder why.
They knew.
All right, so anyway. All right, so now that I know that this is the actual game. So this game has a mixed Steam review, Alchem. And this game actually had a positive rating before Juan made his video. Because everyone in the Steam reviews that are okay, let me rephrase this. It was still mixed, but it was a better mixed. Because all the positive reviews are crypto bros.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's, honestly, I don't want to say it's cult-like behavior, but people who are into crypto will always support anything involving crypto because they're trying to make it be the next thing. They're trying to make it be the next currency. They're trying to replace $1, and the only way to do it is to just have everyone kind of in on it.
Yeah.
And when it's failing, though, it's failing because everyone is scamming each other. Everyone is literally robbing each other. And
so
they keep going, no, it's fine, it's good. No, it's not. It's not. But they still keep pushing it.
but
I love it.
This game is a it's a demo asset game. It's a oh god, I'm trying to figure out what the name of this is. It's a asset package for a battle royale game that they changed the player characters. That's what it is. It's an asset pack. And this asset pack apparently is known for being a crypto
scam.
No. The asset pack itself isn't a scam. It's a good asset pack for if you want to make a. The problem is that it's widely known to be used all the time for the crypto games, which is unfortunate for whoever made it because from what I can tell, it's a decent asset pack. Like it's a functional BR game. Like it's like basically it's a plug and play BR starter set that you can add your own things. The problem is none of these people obviously add their own things, which is a common thing in all these crypto guys stuff. So yeah, unfortunately for this one, it's a BR game, and there's like you literally can't get a game unless you get like 20 other people to play this game with you, which is what Juan did, I think. But like obviously I'm not gonna do that. And also it's also like the NFTs are the player characters, and these are the most ugly characters I've ever. It's like lizard people. It's just really ugly. I don't know why. Yeah, it's just ugly. It's just like it's not even like good stuff. Like sometimes you can say at least the art is okay, but like this is just bad. The next game is a MetaDOS. It's the same BR like thing, but this one is not using an asset pack. And so funny enough, MetaDOS, the next game, it's another battle royale. This one actually, in my opinion, Terrible game. But the concept is actually kind of interesting. And okay, Alchem, let's pretend this isn't a crypto game. Okay. Let's pretend for a second that I said, "Hey, Alchem, I found this new battle royale game. You want to play it with me?" And I say, and this is the description. It's a time as currency battle royale game where killing other players gives you more time in the game. So you have to be aggressive. You cannot corner camp in the game.
That, you know,
honestly, I was
that
looking,
actually,
it sounds interesting, right?
that sounds interesting because that's a cool concept.
Yeah.
Because it kind of enforces engagement.
It forces engagement. Literally enforces you to fight other players because you will literally die if your timer hits 0. Though this game does it very poorly because you go into a down state and you stay up enough to revive. So if you were both at 0, you can just infinitely revive each other, and that's how Juan won. They just can infinitely revive. But I mean, that's this game being broken. That's this game's fault, not the concept's fault. But it's an interesting concept.
Yeah. That is an interesting concept. I hope other battle royales.
It's honestly, I'd be down to play an actually decent, like an actual programmed game with that concept. I don't think I'd play it long time because I think for me personally, battle royales are like it takes a lot for me to play more than a couple rounds of a battle royale nowadays.
Same.
Because I'm just kind of done with battle royales. I'm over it.
No, I can't believe it, but they're having a resurgency. They're coming back again. Maybe I think. I don't know.
Honestly, I don't think so. I mean, the problem is that you all with the new battle royales is how on earth do you fight PUBG, Fortnite, and Apex and Warzone? Like, how do you fight those 4 guys? Like, how do you fight those 4 games? And the answer is you don't, and you die. But yeah, so this game is actually like this game isn't using an asset packed outcome, and it's unfortunately very obvious because this is one of the most broken games I've ever seen. Like it almost goes into the so broken and bad it's funny. Like it's so broken. There's one thing apparently, like I've seen clips of Juan and a couple other people that obviously because it's cool you have ultimates and stuff in this game. One of the characters' ultimates, literally, you start the ultimate and you just fall through the map and die. Every time. Like, whatever this ultimate does, like, makes you just phase through any terrain and you die. Instantly. It's so funny. So yeah, I mean, that one's just so broken, it's kind of funny, you know? And the last game I am going to talk about is kind of funny because it's not okay. I need to be careful with this. The game itself isn't the worst thing. You know?
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely not good, but like you can kind of see the concept because the game name, first of all, is terrible, but it kind of gets across. It's called Oh Baby Cart.
Mm-hmm.
It is a cart.
I'm sorry?
Oh Baby Cart. It is a kart racing game.
Oh.
Yes. The reason it's interesting is because a ton of people were sponsored to play this game, including people that we've probably watched. Like a bunch of VTubers played it. Like a lot of people got paid playing this game. Like a lot of people. I don't want to name them right now because I don't know if they want people to know if they played this game. But
part of me is just like, why? It should have been me. Oh wait,
dude, I if they paid me to play this game, I'd play it. But so it's a kart racing game. It
should have been me.
So it is a This game is not free to play. This game is 25 Canadian dollars.
Okay.
So it's not, it's on the higher side. The NFTs a part of this game are the characters. Your kart racers.
Okay.
It doesn't tell you that, obviously, but you know. This game also, Alchem, has a very positive recent review and positive all-time review.
Is it actually though?
It's because the game is okay. The game functions. It is a game. It is a kart racer that exists. And I'll just say it right now, Alchem. It's Mario Kart. Like it's not. It's like some of the items literally look for Mario Kart. Like it's literally Mario Kart.
Of course.
Like there's nothing original about this game. It's Mario Kart. Some of the items are literally carbon copies of like the green shells, the red shells, the lightning bolt. They're just different there's different graphics, but it's the same stuff. You know? Yeah. And there's a lot of content technically, because like there's still a lot of tracks and there's a lot of characters. Like all of them are very generic, and like it's one of those things where it just has a lot of stuff. So you're technically getting if you enjoy the game, you're technically getting a lot of content. Technically.
Is it a 1-for-1 to Mario Kart?
Well, unfortunately, I don't know, because I don't know if it's 1-to-1 because I don't want to play the game. I'm not buying this game, right? And Juan didn't play it long enough. And I watched Baby Kart. Okay. It looks like Mario Kart. It's like I've watched a ton of gameplay, and from what I can tell, it's almost 1-to-1. Like in terms of the way it works, and like there's even coins, and like even like the way you can change the wheels and your cart and like all that type of stuff. Like it looks like it's Mario Kart.
I see it.
Yeah. It's Mario Kart.
It basically, they're just using the same style as Mario Kart, yeah.
And like it looks fine, and the gameplay and the game seems to play fine. You know, it's not the worst thing ever. There's also an actual single player mode and like adventure mode and stuff like that.
I see that.
The problem is that it's an NFT crypto game, so
they try to shove that in. Are they obvious? Are they blatant about it, or is it like?
I'm pretty sure the characters are the NFTs. Oh. I think. I mean, it's once again because it's on Steam. They can't really be forward with like what the NFT stuff is.
Are they trying to like subliminally like introduce NFTs to people? Is that what they're trying?
I don't know, man. From what I can tell, I think it's the characters that's the NFTs.
They'll never know. How will they know? They're gonna find out. They're not gonna find out.
And like I think the saddest thing about this game, honestly, Alchem, is that like it looks fine. And like there's even like a marketplace where you can buy like in-game like items, like different carts and different characters, and it's all like in-game currency, no microtransactions. Actually, there might be microtransactions. I don't know. The problem is that like I don't obviously want to get too deep onto this because it scares me. Every time I look up crypto stuff, I get scared because, you know,
they'll find out you're onto them.
Yeah. Well, not just that. It's just like, it's It's
Serious van.
it
Jelly, look out! There's a van behind your house. Look out!
I
They're
know,
onto you.
right?
They know. Suddenly, Jelly's internet goes out.
I disappear forever. You never hear from me again.
Jelly.
Yeah, the problem is they're really good at hiding what the crypto stuff is, but it is a crypto NFT game.
Because with all the other failed attempts, eventually they'll wise up and realize, oh, we need to actually not be the blatant, obvious scam that we kind of tend to be. Or some of them aren't a scam per se, because they're like trying to get people invested into stuff that there is a risk reward kind of thing, mostly a risk. Most of the time, from what I've ever seen, it's risk. But the ones who manage to succeed, then they're like, oh yeah, no, this is it. But I mostly see bad stuff that happens with it because there's no real regulation or real control, and most of the people are just kind of trying to manipulate the market itself so they can come out on top.
Oh yeah, it's like that one player that was trading with himself. Remember from that card game that I told you about, and he was making
exactly
$1,000 a month or something like that. I'm like, congrats to him, man. He gamed the system.
Found the way to play the system, yeah. He played the system expertly. So, but yeah, that's literally what it is right now. It's just a bunch of people who know that currently there's still ways to manipulate the system, and they're trying to do so.
Okay. I forgot.
You forgot?
This game. Oh God, I don't want to say this sentence. No. I really don't want to. Okay, I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, Alchem.
Oh.
The characters in this are crypto lore characters from Twitter. And I am dying in the inside as I said that. So this is a crypto bro game. Like, this is all the crypto bro stuff. Like, all the characters and stuff are from crypto. Do I dare call it culture? I don't know.
So basically, oh God, one day I'll see like a Dogecoin reference in the
probably. I mean, there's I think there's Pepe the Frog in it, or something like that.
Oh fuck, God! Oh, for fuck's sake! Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good thing memes are good thing.
Right, I'm sorry for what I'm about to read to you, Alchem. Begin your journey by exploring the unique universe of Oh Baby Cart, featuring beloved characters from crypto Twitter and notable streamers. Each character brings its own flair and story to the race.
It just sounds like they're just trying to say personality and charm or something like that.
Something
but it's so stupid.
Yeah, so that's why. So actually, I don't actually know if there's any crypto stuff in it. I think they're just taking from crypto culture, maybe. Wait, okay. Oh God, I'm about to search up Oh Baby Cart NFT, and I'm scared what I'm about to find. Play to earn. Okay. All right, here's the problem, Malcolm. This is where my crypto and NFT knowledge really, I have absolutely no idea what any of these things mean. Apparently NFT support, yes. Free to play, NFT required, which is weird because Juan played this game and he doesn't have NFTs, obviously. So I think you just need a wallet. You need to connect a wallet.
Huh.
Play to earn NFT and crypto.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, I'm never touching this thing. It looks,
of course,
I will say the game does look good.
Yeah, I mean, the game looks fine. Like they're copying Mario Kart. Like,
yeah,
it's a good thing to copy.
But,
oh my God!
Yeah, with all what happened, what did you see?
They have a SpongeBob track. And it's like,
I mean,
it's licensed. Like, it's not like they're stealing. Like, no, they actually have a SpongeBob.
oh, they do have a crossover with SpongeBob.
They have a crossover
oh my
with
God.
SpongeBob.
Holy fuck.
Whoever made this, whoever these guys are, they've got deep pockets.
They've definitely got deep pockets.
They have scammed so many people before this.
Probably. I mean, there's, allegedly. But geez, oh, I do see the Doge reference right there. God,
Yeah, there's
fuck,
Doge
yeah,
references. There's Pepe
trailer.
the Frog references, I think.
Oh my God, they're trying this. So you know what? Subtly be damned. They're just shoving it in the yeah. Oh my God, there's SpongeBob. There's Patrick. Oh my Lord. I mean, the fact that they were actually able to get SpongeBob, Nickelodeon's like top dog when it comes to their shows. It either means that Nickelodeon is
Oh my
not
God,
doing so good,
they
or
raised $6 million to make this game.
holy fuck. Damn, I gotta reach out to them. Maybe they'll pay me. What about me?
Oh God, I'm going too deep in this rabbit hole. I'm clicking some links. Oh geez. One of the investors of this thing is called eGirl Capital.
Oh, there's even VTubers in this game.
Yeah.
There's even VTubers in this game.
Yep.
Yep, I already see one, and it's a controversial one. Oh, I see. Like one of the only VTubers I know because their name keeps popping up for controversy's sake. Either a friend tells me or I find out later, but I'm just like, oh, okay. Yeah, no, they paid out the ass for this. They're trying to get everything that's popular in this. So there's SpongeBob, there's like popular VTubers, there's references out the ass of memes, and god damn. It should have been me. I will still I'm like, I don't mind if you like, fuck yeah, give me money and put me in a shitty crypto card racer as long as I don't have to promote the crypto. I'm okay. Money.
Yeah.
Chat, I like for those watching on stream, I will not be like ashamed of saying that. If it gets me into
no.
as long as I don't
I
promote
agree.
the product or promote crypto or promote some principle that goes against what I go against, sure. But Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
They also have Invader Zims, which I don't actually know what that is.
Yeah, they're targeting popular meme culture, VTuber culture, and culture related to stuff from people who would actually be able to invest in this stuff.
It's interesting to say the least.
Because SpongeBob is not like the newest thing around, so not that many like it's
very memeable though.
Generations. Yeah, they're targeting like meme generations and slightly older generations. Like slightly somewhere in their 20s, 30s, that kind of generation to those who actually can have money.
Yeah.
It seems targeted and it seems like they know what they're doing.
Okay. Well, that
covers the heartache of Jesus Christ.
So luckily for you, that is the last game I have to talk about when it comes to crypto.
Mario Crypto Edition. Mario Crypto.
Totally not Mario Kart. Which is unfortunately like an actual okay game, but attached to the crypto NFT stuff.
It's literally Mario Crypto Kart.
It literally is. It's hilarious. It's a little sad, but also hilarious.
People want to buy it, sure, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm going with Mario. Mario Kart is still the king of kart racers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. That is Sonic R, 2 best games ever made.
Yes, I agree. Best soundtrack.
It is definitely the best soundtrack. I actually really enjoy it.
Sonic Racing.
I actually really enjoy the music.
Living in the city.
Okay, so Alchem, to go from crypto, let's talk about a totally not controversial topic. at all.
Oh, what's that?
So you know AI, right?
Hmm?
How do you feel if there was an AI in your computer, Alchem, taking screenshots every 2 seconds?
I've already removed that thing from my PC, or at least I've already followed guides that show me how to get rid of the stupid thing.
Recall?
Yeah, I don't want the Copilot. I don't want recall when it comes up. I've already tried.
Yes,
done
recall
whatever
is
they
going to
were-
be a part of Copilot.
Yep, that's why I've already made sure I'm following whatever guide that people have been putting out to
Yeah,
get
to
rid of
get rid of
Copilot
it.
from your
I guess you are on Windows 11, right? So that's all on your PC.
PC.
So yeah, I'm still on Windows
and
10, so I'm not on it.
I don't want that shit on. I honestly am tired of Windows shoving all this extra stuff on my PC
Oh,
that
yeah.
I don't want. Look, I understand your OS is nice and powerful, and I understand that I'm using it because I kind of, well, I mean, I've grown accustomed to it, but stop shoving new stuff that takes over stuff that I don't want.
Yeah. I just don't even see
I will
why.
learn Linux if I have to.
Honestly, after I saw this announcement, I debated. So just for people who don't know, I'll explain what we're talking about. So what we're talking about is Windows or Microsoft revealed Recall, which is a new AI tool that they're going to be putting in Windows laptops and Windows 11, I assume, as well. Well, I mean, you don't have a Windows laptop, so I assume it's Windows 11, which is a part of their Microsoft's Copilot Plus, which is an AI. It's a suite of AI tools. It's kind of like Microsoft Office, but for AI stuff. And what it does basically is take screenshots of your computer and of your whatever's on your monitor every couple seconds, and it stores it locally. Because in theory, it's be like, hey, I saw a tweet and I forgot to like it or favorite it. Let me look back in my history and click it so I can find it, type of deal. Which in theory sounds fine, I guess. I mean, I don't think it really, I mean, I don't know. It's like, in theory it sounds fine, but the problem is that do you trust Microsoft with this? You're also just like, so they're stored locally technically, and Microsoft says Recall does not share them with other users. It doesn't use them for targeting advertising. It doesn't make them available for Microsoft to review. And you can tell it not to take screenshots of certain apps, websites, or anything like that. And it won't capture like in private sessions or and of course it also protected against DRM protected video. So like it won't take screenshots of like Netflix on browser and stuff like that, or Amazon Video.
Now the part that makes it that makes you wonder is, then what does it take? Like it's not going to take everything, but it's going to take pictures of some stuff.
Alchem. See, this is misleading because it does take pictures of everything except for DRM. It basically takes pictures of everything except for DRM protected videos, which is Netflix and stuff like that. But everything else you have to tell it not to. But it's default. But it's on default. Yes. So they told you that you can make it stop, but it always does it if you don't tell it to stop.
Of course, you know, and since it's not in a server, it's local. Yeah. There's no way in hell it'll be abused or misused, or someone will get their hands on. It's going to happen.
I mean, first of all, Microsoft is forgetting that people share computers. Like, there is sometimes a family computer, or also any public, like any library or with public computers, like that is going to be a nightmare. Like there's so much privacy concerns with that. I mean, to be fair, public computers don't really exist too much anymore, but like they still exist a lot and it's still used a lot. My biggest thing is that like when I think my biggest problem with it is that like You're a university student, Alchem.
Yeah.
I already have PTSD from saying that, but it's okay. I'll deal with it. You're going to whatever coffee shop because you want to do the university student thing and go to a coffee shop and work, do homework or whatever, write an essay.
Yeah.
Your laptop gets stolen during this. Everything on your computer now has a permanent everything on that laptop now has a permanent history log. Like everything you've done on that laptop has a history log now. Like before, there was never a privacy concern when something got stolen, right? It's more of like, oh crap, I got stolen. Now, what happens if you looked at your bank account on your laptop? Like, it's
a savvy computer user, someone who knows what the fuck they're doing, could be able to pull up that info.
Yeah, it's like, it's so messed up. And I don't know. It just sounds like a terrible idea in every way.
The thing is, Recall, even if it has some good intention somewhere, there should not be a third party deciding for you to save your info. That's your job. That's your responsibility as an account holder, a password holder. You created the password. You're responsible for it. This is why sometimes I'm okay with Apple taking that approach of, oh, you forgot your password? Well, fuck you. We don't know your password either. You're shit out of luck.
Well, there is a way. There is a way to get it. Apple technically knows it, but
Apple knows it, but they will not share it for their.
Well, it's not just they don't they don't know it, but it is stored. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like you can get back your Apple. There's a way to recover your password and account and stuff like that. But Apple themselves don't actually know.
Apple themselves don't know your password.
They just know where it's stored technically.
Yeah, but that's the difference because it's literally just it's essentially a screenshot and it'll show the information that you stored and it'll be stored somewhere locally. Yeah, somewhere locally. Cool, but that still means it can be accessed by anyone who may have access to it or may actually look it up and stuff.
Also, it's also one of those things where it just takes screenshots of everything, so it's like, why do you think that's a good idea? Like,
what made you think that's a good idea?
I mean, money. That's what made them think it was a good idea.
Who in their right mind thinks that's a good idea to save someone's password for them without really actually getting it through, like going by them?
I mean, to be fair, that already happens. Like Google Chrome,
screenshots of your screen.
Google Chrome saves your passwords.
I mean, if you choose to let it, though.
I guess so. I guess by default it does ask you.
Yeah, the first time it ever does, it asks you, but once you do, it saves it, and you can always remove it too. But this, I don't know. This feels far more invasive because it literally is a screenshot of your stuff, so it'll just save what you're doing sometimes, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. It just feels like a totally not surveillance thing, and
yes,
the funny thing is, Alchem, is you could the way this thing. I don't know how deep you researched into this or at all. But I looked up a little bit about it, and it was so obvious that they knew this was going to be a problem because they have so many things telling people that this is not surveillance. And it's just like, guys, if you have to convince people that this isn't a surveillance tool, then there's a problem with this tool. That if your main objective,
I swear,
the problem is to be fair, to play on the positive side of this. There has been times where I'm like, oh, I forgot to favorite something and I don't know I don't know how to find it, But the amount of times that has happened to me doesn't equal constantly taking screenshots of my screen, The amount of times that has happened to me does not mean I feel the need to constantly take screenshots of my screen just in case I forgot something. It just, it feels like I just don't see a real use of this thing. I don't see myself using it ever, honestly. Even if I forgot something, most of the time, like I Google it and then I find it again. Or it wasn't that big of a deal because I like if I find something and don't favorite it or like it, like if I see a tweet and don't like it or bookmark it or retweet it or comment on it, I don't generally care enough to go look for it. You know,
Yeah, exactly.
like if I don't interact with any way to find it again, I don't see why I would ever want to look at it again. Because like
It wasn't worth. If it wasn't worth saving, you wouldn't. You wouldn't save it.
When we started doing the podcast, what I started doing is that there are things I like because I follow Kotaku, PC Gamer, Rock Paper Shotgun, all those types of people on Twitter, and I like their stories when I want to tell you about them, like for the podcast and stuff, because that's generally where I get most of my stuff. But sometimes I like them, but I forget to bookmark them. I'm like, oh crap, I forgot to bookmark it. So I just go through my likes and then find it again. But I'm like, if I didn't like it, then I would have said, oh, I probably wasn't good enough then. Like, why would I want to look for it? I don't know. Maybe I'm just, I don't know. It's just one of those things where I just don't see the purpose. I just don't see I don't see, if we're doing a pro-con chart, there's so many cons and like a very, very weird niche case where it's a pro. And it's also AI, and I don't know what the AI part is, other than the fact that it just takes screenshots. Like, I don't know what AI is there. Like, I don't know what the purpose of being an AI. Like, why is it an AI? Or is it an AI? It's supposed to be an AI, so I don't know why it's an AI. Because if it just takes screenshots and puts it in a folder, why is there an AI component? Like, this doesn't seem like you need an AI in it at all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, yeah.
I don't know. It's
like
just, they're gonna roll it out. They're gonna force it on people. People will. I hope people will hate it, and it just doesn't become a forced kind of thing that people get used to anyway. I really hope.
I don't see.
Really
I don't see it being. I don't see people being okay with this.
Neither do I.
I mean, my biggest thing also, if this thing is constantly running in the background, like, that just sounds like a resource hog. Like, this sounds like it's just going to slow down everyone's computer. Also, I just thought of something.
Oh.
Like, this is going to be so funny because if this is on, if this is a tool that's going to always be on, businesses are going to have so many things are going to get leaked so fast, Alchem. Everyone's going to have access to all the business, all businesses are going to, all their computers are going to be constantly taking screenshots.
Exactly.
There's going to be, oh my gosh, that's funny to me. Like,
again, the giant privacy issue is going to be something that's going to matter later. Eventually, people will get pissed off about this, or there's going to be leaks. There's going to be information breaches.
Yeah,
it's going to happen. People will find a way.
Yeah. And I think
it's just a matter of whether or not they can stop it beforehand, but I really doubt they will, and it's going to happen. It's just the problem is because this is so invasive that it's taking pictures and screenshots and possibly maybe even like short recordings.
I mean, here's the thing. Like, the problem is that like I don't like the thing that the eyebrow raised for me, honestly, Alchem, is the fact that it's AI. Mm-hmm. Why is this an AI? Yeah. Because like,
why does this have to be?
If you wanted a Wayback Machine locally stored on your computer, basically that can easily be a script or like a program, you know, like that doesn't need to be an AI. So why is this an AI? And the only reason it'd be an AI for it to do more than just take screenshots. So like, why is this an AI? Like, to be fair, I don't fully understand the whole AI things, but like, to me, it doesn't sound like an AI is needed for this. And so why would you need the AI? And that's my biggest question. Like, what does it do? Like, why do you need the AI to be there to take screenshots? If you want to just take screenshots, then take screenshots.
I'm assuming it determines the best time to take pictures or the best time to take information, which I still feel like no, bad.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
I mean, even with the fact that I don't know why you'd want to take screenshots every couple seconds on your computer anyway, but like, even with that, I don't get it. Because also I don't trust any AIs anyway, because all the AIs suck right now. But yeah, so that one is just the next one, also in the AI sphere, I guess, is I know you watch them, so do you know about the Rabbit, the AI Rabbit tool? CoffeeZilla made a couple videos about this.
Oh, I have not seen the one. I've heard. Wait, isn't that the company that let out that one thing that I forget the name of it?
It's something. It's AI Rabbit or whatever it's called.
Yeah, because I remember. I'm trying to remember who did it, but someone did a review of their tech for that company.
Oh yeah. It's the big guy. It's the what's his name? He's pretty big. He's pretty big. I'm actually subscribed to him. I actually watched his review on it, and I was like, "Damn, this thing sucks." It reminds me of a terrible early access game.
Was it Marcus? No, it wasn't. No, I think it was. I'm trying to remember who it was that did it.
Okay, I need to.
I think it was Marcus. I think it was Marcus Browning.
Rabbit R1. That's what the device is called. And the guy.
It is. It is MKBH.
MK. Yeah.
I trashed it.
Yeah. And I mean, everyone trashed it. Everyone trashed it. To be fair,
but like everyone. He put attention to it. Everyone.
Yeah, his video has 7.5 million views in 3 weeks, and like his video title is Rabbit R1 barely reviewable.
Yeah, because he's already gotten flack and a lot of attention because his last review sparked some ideology that he's ruining companies when in reality no, just companies are pushing shit out in like a beta state. This company did the same thing.
The tech industry, I feel like, is experiencing what the video game industry felt when the early access became a thing.
Yeah,
like people are just releasing broken games and expecting.
Yeah, they're expecting the public to be beta testers.
Yeah,
but for full price.
Yeah,
and yeah, so Rabbit did the same thing. The problem is they have a history.
Yes, and
hilariously, CoffeeZilla was already on it. He was already like chasing after their history.
Well, they weren't. He was on it when he realized.
Yeah, when he realized, but he was already like doing something, but he didn't before he released his video. Obviously, he was.
Yeah, I mean, obviously he was already. He does like weeks of research before a video goes live, of course. Sometimes months, depending.
Yeah.
But So do you know? So you don't know the thing. So I'll give you the
not fully. I'm aware of I'm aware that something's happening with them, but I don't know the full story.
Rabbit AI is a terrible product. It is a. Let me see if they actually have. Let me go to their website. Okay, so first of all, this thing costs $200 US, Alchem. I don't know if you knew that, but that's how much it costs.
Okay, and what is it supposed to be? I didn't.
It's supposed to be everything, which is the reason why a lot of people bought into it, because it is basically an AI tool to basically do stuff for you. They might have changed because of the video that came out and all the stuff about them. Like it might have changed.
They're probably
they might have changed their actual website. But so basically, it is supposed to be like, imagine like Alexa, but times 20. Like it's supposed to be able to do everything for you, basically. Like the advertisements showed it like suggesting morning routines, ordering, like it navigates websites to order food for you. Like it's not like, hey, order this on Uber Eats. It says no, order Uber Eats, so get my favorite, and it shows like in the advert. It turns out completely false because it's everyone's pretty sure that someone is just it. Okay, and I'll tell you what it shows, and in the like advertising, it shows like this AI thing navigating the website and clicking stuff, and it says, hey, play music, and then like it just plays music, or like you can say play anything, and it'll literally play any music, and it'll just like shuffle music and stuff like that. And so it can do a lot of things, right? And
okay,
so this thing, first of all, so it doesn't work at all, basically. It does literally nothing. Okay. So one of the reasons why this was so interesting to look into is because, funny enough, Alchem, I didn't do this on purpose, but they all just lined up because, they had a history of sketchy stuff, right? The thing they did before was an NFT project and crypto scam.
Okay.
All this rabbit was funded by that scam, basically. Which they claim, obviously, they didn't do because they open sourced the project and continued on, as their CEO said.
So they ripped everyone off and used the
money.
They
released a bare minimum project and said, "Okay, now you guys do this," and then left. So
well then.
So this project that they released is called Gamma, right? This is the okay, wait. First of all, let's start from the beginning. Or not the beginning. Let's start from somewhat in the middle, because this company, Rabbit.io, is not Rabbit.io. They weren't even Rabbit.io while they were getting funding, like getting investors for Rabbit.io. They were a different company working under a project called Gamma, right? And Gamma is a NFT crypto project, right? And this project promised the world, Alchem. It promised everything. It promised some of the bigger things that are promised is to be not on the typical blockchains, because one of the bigger problems with one of the concerns that a lot of people have with crypto and NFT stuff is like the power consumption.
Yeah.
So they were saying their Gamma project is going to be power neutral and then power negative, and it's going to create power. Right? They never said how, but that's what they were promising. And like they were promising like this thing was going to do everything. Here's the problem. I can't tell you exactly. It's it's a scam, right? So like they promised a lot of things, but a lot of the things they promised was like other than like the whole negative energy cryptocurrency thing, like it was a lot of nothingness. Like they said an entire essay's worth of words, Alchem, but like all those words meant nothing. You know what I mean? So like it was a lot of nothingness in all these things. Carbon neutral. Sorry, that's what they was called. It was going to be the first carbon neutral cryptocurrency. And they raise a ton of money, millions, tens of millions, I think, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And they also push the Gamma verse, because obviously everything has a verse with all these crypto stuff.
Because they're trying to make their coin be the next.
And they're gonna do
they're the next
clean
currency.
They're gonna do a clean. They're gonna use a clean coin, carbon neutral.
I never understood what the fuck that meant. They always kept trying to push this
carbon neutral. Well, it's because the blockchain and a lot of the cryptocurrencies that are used, Alchem, they burn energy. So they're very dirty technically, because they're burning fossil fuel. Like all the data centers and all that stuff is burn. Yeah. They run really hot and they use a lot of energy. So they're burning energy, which a lot of the times is fossil fuel. So like coal and stuff like that, which is why it's very dirty. And so that's why that's why there's a lot of environmental concerns when it comes to cryptocurrency, because the data centers that are used to run these things are generally using like coal power plants and stuff like that. From what I know, it's a lot better now than it was. Apparently, like the generic stuff that the stuff they use now is a lot better, but it's still not like
it's friendlier.
It's friendlier, but it's still not as good as some people want it to be, you know. But this Gamma coin, they were calling it Bitcoin 2.0 as well. And they were basically saying you can generate. Okay. Like they're also claiming you can generate electricity using these coins because of how much energy how clean the energy was, and you can donate it back to the city grid and stuff like I said, they were promising a lot. And there was also like solar panels involved and stuff like that as well.
What?
Well, because solar energy is very clean, and
I know.
It's carbon neutral stuff.
It's more of an image game. They're doing this.
It's like I said, Alchem. If like the advertising and just like the rabbit, all the promises made sense with what they were going for. It was promising basically the world, though. Like they were promising everything. They also apparently made a comic book.
Okay.
Right? But
man, they're really stretching.
They also mentioned the Matrix, I think, at some point. Yeah, they mentioned the Matrix. So
talking about like the Matrix and like the chain block, man. Not
like Matrix, the movie like Matrix. The movie Matrix. Like they're saying they wanted to create like this was like their Gammaverse was going to be the first version of the Matrix, of like how cool and immersive it was going to be. And it wouldn't surprise me if they said if you die in the Matrix, you die in real life.
God, it's so...
They didn't say that. But it wouldn't have surprised me that they said that, and I just haven't found it yet.
Because they always try to shove all this extra BS.
Oh yeah.
To sound intriguing and interesting, and I'm just like, okay, calm down
there. So they released all this stuff. So first of all, the coin, they backpedaled hard on the whole carbon neutral thing. The coin was released and a bunch of NFTs were released, and then so basically they released a crypto coin, they released an NFT, and then open sourced it, gave it to the community in their terms, and then abandoned it. They don't say they abandoned it, but they abandoned it.
He didn't give up on it. You gave up on it.
Yeah. And they also the Gammaverse is so they sold NFTs for this Gamma Studios Gammaverse thing, and it's a Lyra Unreal Asset Pack. That's what it is, Alchem.
Oh, for
It's a.
God's sake.
You remember the?
Yeah.
It's the third person action. It's the third person shooter
Yeah.
asset pack from Unreal. It's called Lyra. It's called Lyra. So that's their Gammaverse. Sorry, I got super excited and started like choking on my own spit.
Please don't.
So yeah, so that stuff was a huge scam, right? So then they rebrand themselves with this rabbit thing, right? And
yeah.
Oh, okay. I found it. I finally found. Okay. So this box cube thing, right? It shows the pitch to this. It shows people talking to it, right? And it's like, give me a morning routine.
Oh. Okay.
Tell me, find me a good podcast to pass the time. And then it says, and then there was what I just made was delicious. Look at my fridge and rebuy those ingredients.
My brain is going in different directions here because every time I heard you say something, my brain went to some other meme or some joke.
Yeah,
I just see this at this point as a joke, as a rip off to people. But
oh yeah, and it sold 100,000 units in pre-sale, and remember those are at $200 a pop.
Good.
That's before investments and stuff like that. So it comes out and it sucks, right?
Oh yeah.
So let me see if I can find it, because in Rabbit.io there is an AI called Luna, I think. The thing that's powering Rabbit is an AI technology. Okay. Allegedly.
Has to be careful. Has to be allegedly.
Well, they still... Okay, sorry. It's called LAM. It's called LAM. LAM. And it's supposed to be a cutting-edge research AI. Right? And so... That's like, you know, when I was saying like it navigates a website and like clicks on stuff, that was supposedly LAM, the AI navigating a website. And they also claimed like for instance, they said like if you want Uber Eats, one of the problems that stuff like this generally has is that the UI ever changes, the like scripts and stuff break. LAM was apparently not using scripts or anything. It was an AI technology that learned. So if the UI changed, it wouldn't matter. Right?
Yeah.
So what LAM actually is from what CoffeeZilla, I watched the video, did some of my own research, and to be fair, most of the stuff that I found was also what he found, probably. But he also talked to more people. Obviously, he has a lot more connections than I do, so obviously I can't talk to people.
He can sleuth and dig into stuff.
So mine is mostly online research, but he can actually like get into the deep of things. So obviously, I should say, you know, it's not 100%. Obviously, we don't know 100%. We can only know what people have told us, and people could be lying. Who knows why? Exactly. But
people could be hiding info or forever.
Whatever reason. From what we know and from what other people know, LAM basically has no AI technology at all. LAM is ChatGPT. Is chat? Oh god, I can't say. It's that
ChatGPT
with scripts, and these scripts have very specific instructions. Like at never saying that it's ChatGPT. I don't know why. I cannot say this word to save my life.
I should have get it one day. I believe in you.
I should have never covered this. I should never talked about this story to you, just so I need to be able to chat GPT. GPT.
GPT.
GPT. That's what it is. Yeah, GPT. I don't know why I think it's GDP. I don't know why. Okay. So it is the OpenAI, like the company. It's the OpenAI's free chat GPT, and it's like one of the older versions. I think it's like 3.5 or 4 or something like that. It's the free version of Chat GPT, right? With specific scripts in it to never say that it is Chat GPT and certain scripts. So, for instance, it also uses let me find what it's called. It also uses, from what CoffeeZilla and I found out, or I researched and confirmed that, yeah, people are saying this. It uses Playwright, which is a free online services for scripts.
Oh.
Right?
Script writer. Okay.
It's a script writer. And so the navigating of websites is using these scripts. So there's no AI at all, apparently. From what everyone can tell, from all the people that know coding and know stuff, like, they don't see an AI in LAM at all. Like, it's just using scripts. So, for instance, right now, at least at the time of people making videos and stuff, when you order food, you can't. Because Uber Eats changed its UI, and the scripts don't accommodate for that, so it can't order anything. For instance, if you tell it to play music and don't tell it to play something very specific, it will always play the Beatles, any song from the Beatles, because it is coded to play the Beatles if it's not given specific instructions to play a specific song.
Why the Beatles of all things?
It's because it's probably easy to spell. Because you have to remember, it's coding. It's a code, not an AI. It's script writing.
The coder just thought it would be just funny to make that.
Well, it's also probably because it's like the Beatles are kind of generically, most people are okay with it. You know what I mean? So it wants whoever coded it wants it to be able to, you know, say that it's good. So yeah, so it uses Chat GPT and Playwright for the most part. And so, like, there's no AI in it at all, basically, from what everyone can tell. It also has constant GPS tracking of you. Because, like I said, it's supposed to be an AI. Oh, so it's supposed to be able to, like, tell you where you are, or, like, find restaurants.
All right.
Now, there is a thing about this, Alchem, is that because it's Chat GPT and Playwright, if the codes were to leak, or like if the software was to leak and the raw code was to be leaked somewhere, every rabbit now is vulnerable. And now it also knows all of your data. Because it's just code, right? There's no AI, there's no protection, right? So if they just...
No, not at all.
But luckily for you, Alchem, Rabbit is so terrible, it has no idea where you are. Like, the GPS is so bad that CoffeeZilla, in his video, tries to get a restaurant near him, and he's like... I think it was like hundreds of miles away. Like, he went somewhere to go, like... he went somewhere to go find it, and he's like it's 150 plus miles away from him. Like, it has no idea where you are. So I mean, that's a good thing. It's so bad that even the data privacy concerns isn't that much of a concern, because it's so bad it doesn't know where you are.
It's like that. It's like it knows where you are. That's bad, but it doesn't actually know.
It doesn't know where you are because it has absolutely no idea where it is.
What a
So
beautiful age of technology we live in, where everything
yeah.
is almost everything is smoke and mirrors.
And so did you notice, Alchem, and all of the things I was saying about what it is, an interesting
Yeah.
tidbit? Did you notice the very interesting tidbit on this? That
No.
wasn't really talked about, but I noticed it and I found it very funny. All of the things that I
What?
said that Rabbit.io is and Lamb is free
Uh-huh.
products already available.
Yeah, they're all just. Well, I mean, yeah, they're all. That's one thing I was just like, they're all just piggybacking using tech that exists or
Yeah,
services that already exist.
which
It's
is
completely unnecessary.
yep. And they're selling this at $200 when everything that is basically it's using is free to use, and arguably works better without this other stuff because they put limitations on it to make it so it doesn't say what it is. Other than Playwright apparently from what I say, people are saying like the biggest problem some people have with it is that this gives Playwright a bad name because Playwright is now going to be attached to this thing, and Playwright apparently is it's really good. Playwright is very useful in terms of script writers and stuff like that. But the problem is now that its name
Because it's
can be
attached to this.
its name can now sometimes be attached to this product, which is not good.
Ooh.
Which people said that sucks for the people who made Playwright because Playwright is very useful in many ways apparently and a very good
Yeah.
product. But they use the free version of Playwright and they use it in a way that they're just straight up lying to everyone.
Oh no, because they're using their free service on their product, they think that they're associated.
Yeah,
Oh
which
no.
which could be a problem.
Yeah, that could actually destroy them.
Luckily, from what I can tell, most people that
Putting
is
two and two
that
together, yeah.
most people that is an unfound fear. Because
Mhm.
first of all, a lot of people don't know that like it's not using an AI. All they know is the Rabbit.io sucks, and luckily most people don't go further than that, which is honestly fair. You know, I find that my slight obsession of looking into things is probably not normal.
Not at all. Go
So
on.
so yeah, I mean honestly that's it because I mean the thing is that they stopped talking. The company stopped talking. They did some damage control after some of the initial stuff, and they've basically stopped talking, other than
Mhm.
being very defensive in many ways. And basically just never answering questions. Any questions that people asked or any legitimate questions, they basically just said nuh-uh, and just spat out some techno garble and PR garble and just like it meant nothing basically. So
It's
yeah.
like they realize they just dug their holes so deep that they're like,
Oh
yeah,
no,
we
I
need
don't
to shut
understand.
up.
I don't understand how they get out of this. There is an argument that they could be actually sued for false advertising
Mhm.
because nothing in their advertisements, Rabbit is not what the advertisements say. It's, I mean, same with Lamb. Lamb is barely an AI from what we can tell. And yeah,
It's up to those who decide to seek litigation, and hey, good luck to them.
I mean, they're not offering refunds. There's no refunds.
Yeah, no, they're gonna fight this tooth and nail because they got away with it once. They will definitely get away with this again
Yeah.
as long as they can. And then they'll come up like in a year or two, or maybe 2 or 3, depending on how much time it takes them to recover, or at least lose the eye of anyone who's trying to get them. And then they come back as some other new named company, and then try again.
Maybe. Oh, okay. So the Rabbit R1 uses the Rabbit OS, and the Rabbit OS uses Lamb, which is the AI tool. Which it isn't an AI. It's just using Playwright and Chat GPT. But you know that's interesting. So they're actually selling 2 products, Rabbit OS and Rabbit R1. Which also, by the way, Alchem, I don't know if you've seen it also, there's a lot of people accusing that this, also the OS system just uses Android. It's just Android, the OS, which is very funny as well. It's just an Android OS system that they basically took and or bought, like used, like they're, you know, it's just a free version of Android. So yeah, it's a very funny thing. It
funny.
I mean,
sad,
it's funny in a sad way, but I mean, honestly, I'm glad slightly that these things are happening, only because, like, hopefully this will make people more aware, and I really hope the tech community understands or like learns that, like, one thing that really bothered me, honestly, is people criticizing the guy that reviewed it so poorly.
Yeah.
I'm like, guys,
yeah,
he's telling you his opinion that it sucks. Like,
yeah. He's telling you the opinion of it sucks, and he's also pointing out the whole mentality that these companies are doing, where they're literally shoving their unfinished product onto us, and eventually they'll try to fix it later.
Yeah, so I hope they learn.
Still pushing a full price.
Like, this thing costs $200, man.
Yeah. The thing is, Jelly, most people will not care because it's not them. Unless it actually impacts their wallet directly, they won't care, and they'll see these people who buy the product and feel scammed or feel shortchanged on what they bought. They'll feel the whole buyer beware situation. It'll be like, you guys should have known, you guys should have been careful. They won't actually see the whole, this company is being like not I was gonna say seductive. That's not it. They're being shady. They're lying about their product. They're using things that already exist just to pad their own thing and make it look better. And basically, they're just trying to shove something that you don't need down their throat and trying to charge way too much for it. But people won't know if you don't buy it and it doesn't impact you. You don't care. The only reason it got attention now is because the only reason it got so much attention now is because MKBHD put out his review on it, and a lot of people were trashing it because lately he's been seen as, you are the guy who will destroy these small businesses because your reviews.
But they're not small businesses.
Scamming thing.
They're multi-million-dollar companies.
That's what they're trying to make it look like.
I mean, my problem.
Like, oh, woe is us. Yeah. We are the innocent companies.
I think it's just like, why are people, Alchem? Serious question. Potentially serious question. I don't understand why people are so, like, it's that meme over and over and over again. Stop trying to defend the multi-billion-dollar companies, guys. Stop. They don't care about you.
Jelly.
Stop.
Jelly.
The multi-billion-dollar company doesn't need your protection.
But Jelly, they are the icon of the American dream. They strive and push to get this money.
They're not American
and achieve their dreams. What's that? They're hiring people outside of the country for that. They're offshoring everything out overseas. They're going through ways litigiously to avoid taxes and everything. Meanwhile, I have to pay my taxes like a fucking moron. Okay.
Just make a company.
But no, the American dream, they represent it, and how dare you, capitalism? I know I'm trying to sounding anti-capital, but I'm more like anti-exploitative, and to be quite honest, if you want to succeed, you do need to learn these loopholes and ways around.
If you want to get crazy rich, being successful and being crazy rich like some of these people are very different. To be fair,
yeah, that's true.
And you'll never be like that,
I mean,
because they made sure that they're not. Well,
they're doing it, and people are falling for it. They're like
well,
these guys. Yeah, we need that.
I mean, to be fair, Alchem, to be fair to those people, like, it sounds like if taking away like what they're, it sounds like a good thing to have, you know? If you're into this technology and you're really into the hype of AI and stuff like that, it's unfortunately, I can see it. It's just like the video games and stuff like that, you know? It's like any product that is riding the wave of popularity, and everyone's like, oh man, we got to jump on the new thing. And it really sucks, you know?
It's also the wave of the future mentality. This is the wave of the future. We need to foster it kind of thing.
Yeah. And the
Some
problem
people
is
are
they're
riding that
yeah,
wave,
I feel like the problem is everyone's protecting the wrong thing. Like,
or it could be
what?
or it could be a lot of people are in on it. But that's the
I doubt it.
conspiracy hat
That's
kind of mentality.
that's the tinfoil hat thing.
Yeah, that's a tinfoil hat thing. So,
If this was if
I mean,
Rabbit was directly connected to crypto, then I'd agree with you. But because they're trying to distance themselves from it, then honestly, well, they didn't get caught. To be fair, they only got caught after
they got caught and they got away with it.
They 100% got away with it. They barely got caught. They got caught for Rabbit, but they didn't get caught for whatever the crypto stuff was. They made their money off of that.
Yeah.
I
don't know. I mean, it's like a couple. It could just be a mixed bag of all these different things that's happening to work in their favor.
Yeah.
It could be everyone's in on it, but conspiracy kind of thing. It could be everyone's stupid and being the whole no.
Everyone just got.
Wave of the future, capitalism, blah 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 blah. Because that mentality of just like people are just trying to support the American dream is just basically people are just stupid.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think people just got too excited. You know, and to be fair, in the tech world, this doesn't happen nearly as often. I feel like, at least not as widespread as this is. You know, like it's. I can't remember a tech product that's been this controversial in a long time. And it would be the crypto people that come and cause this too, because they were crypto bros before this. That's funny. I even forgot. I forgot for a second. Like, wow, this is a really crypto theme again. I did not start.
Jelly will start doing crypto. I'm games and stuff. Jelly's crypto and finance and everything. I'm like, oh, yeah,
okay. Well, Alchem.
No, that's
That is. Do you have anything to comment on the stories today? Before we end it?
Honestly, I mean, all of them are. No, you basically got over the stuff that even I wanted to go over this. At least in the topics that that you brought up.
I mean, I got a ton of more stuff, so we'll have to circle back to it next week, most likely.
Exactly. I mean, hell, some of these stories might just build on themselves later.
Yeah, I mean, I know a couple of the stories that I had will, but it'll be interesting to see how they go. Except for one. But that one's just me being sad again. It's okay.
It makes Jelly sad.
And unfortunately, I haven't played more of Fallout 1 yet, so I don't have any more updates for that. So I'm hopefully gonna be playing more soon. But
all right.
I'll tell my adventures of trying to. Just before I found out, Alchem, this is since Fallout 1 was made, I'm supposed to read the manual because the game comes with a digital version of the manual.
Yeah.
I've decided not to read the manual.
Why?
Because
it goes over a lot of
details. Goes over a lot. No. I've also, my IRL friends, one of them he's like, why are you not reading it? I'm like, because I'm pretty sure it's going to be really funny if I don't. So I'm not going to read the manual.
It's going to be very frustrating for you if you don't, but
I mean, I won't get frustrated. I honestly won't get, I mean, during that whole thing, Alchem, when I was trying to figure that out, I wasn't necessarily frustrated. I found it mostly funny. I don't get frustrated about that type of stuff. So
fair enough.
Yeah, so for me it's gonna be funny and it'll make some good stories, so I don't mind sacrificing some time for that of me trying to figure stuff out. But yeah, so Alchem, how come you do some shout outs?
All right, shout outs to shout outs. Hi everyone, how are you guys all doing? Thank you all for joining. My name is since we're wrapping up, let me go and introduce myself for anyone who might be new or those who have been around. Yes, you guys who have been around, thank you all so much. You already know who I am, but for those who are new, my name is Alchem Games on Twitch. I just go by Alchem anyway. I am a Tanuki VTuber on Twitch, and I'm also on YouTube as well. I'm a variety streamer, so I inconsistently jump from game to game all the time. I am trying to go back into VR chat to do what I used to do, which is just explore and have my fun. Honestly, this past weekend we celebrated and I got to show off a new model that I made thanks to the wonderful support of everyone on my community. And we reached so many milestones and goals that I had to make a new model. By the way, those watching live, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys were there, if you guys weren't, you can always rewatch the stream previously. You can always see it again next time whenever I go into VR chat or when I'm live streaming. Feel free to always pop in, and those who have been supporting me lately, appreciate it. Whether you're supporting me on Twitch by doing the regular subs, donates, and bits, or on YouTube by just simply watching and subscribing to the channel and just following. Uh, those on Twitter who've been liking and commenting on my posts, those also on Patreon. Thank you so much. I'm trying to put more content out there so you can have sneak previews of stuff, funny stuff that I can add, anything like that. And I hope you guys enjoy. And thank you so much for joining in for the podcast, as well as I co-host with Jelly, where we talk about anything we find interesting. Now on to Jelly,
which is unfortunately crypto sometimes. Yes, I am the Techno Jelly. I am a slime VTuber. I mostly on YouTube, so I'd appreciate if you subscribe to my YouTube channel, the Techno Jelly. I do a lot of Minecraft and Valorant and Vampire Survivors. I will be playing other games as well at some point, but mostly Minecraft and Valorant if you're ever interested in either of those two. I also have a Twitter, Instagram, and a TikTok of the same name on all of the platforms. I stream Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and videos are uploaded on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And this podcast is streamed live on Alchem's channel, but it also goes up on my channel on Sundays. It's probably going to be Monday morning this time because we did it later than normal. It'll be Monday very early because I'm probably going to have to upload it at like 1 or 2 a.m., but that's okay. So yeah, that will be uploaded then. Is there anything else? There will be a special episode on 20. I need to run past a couple of ideas of Alchem. I'll send them to you tomorrow or Tuesday, I think, because I wanted to just look at them again. I haven't looked at it in a little bit.
It sounds good to me. Just run it by me when you have it ready.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, I think that is it for all. Oh no, there's one more thing. If you would like to see before and after scenes of the podcast, please go over to my Patreon at the Technology. I upload the full unedited recording of the whole thing for the minimum of $1 Canadian. It's not crazy high in the tiers. It's any amount. And you can see me ramble before Alchem gets here. As a sneak peek, today's ramble was me talking about the stories that I ended up not talking about. So I guess there's a preview for next week in there. Other than that, thank you all for watching episode 15 of Two Buds, One Podcast, and we will see you next time. Goodbye, everyone.
Later, guys.